Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we are playing a game where you scavenge the natural land for its resources, destroy the local population, and take all the credit and take all the resources. We're playing Factorio. And if you're new to Factorio, which I think most of you are, you pretty much just expand the factory, exterminate the pesky natives invading your land, and, claim all the natural resources for yourself. And you do that pretty much over and over forever. Now, the natives may seem harmless at first, but in large numbers, they prove a little bit... I'm recording this, right? I don't care. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Overwhelming. The one thing the bugs love is because it makes them big and scary. It's kind of like steroids for them. So to put it simply...
So in other words, the more smog in the sky, the more people will buy.
So in the beginning, you start with nothing except you, a drill, and a furnace, and that's all you get to build your factory and conquer the world. Use the drills to mine resources to therefore make more drills, but in return they make more, which makes the biters angrier. Speaking of biters, I should talk about them a little more. They're the little guys right here. The biters consume off your pollution and grow into small, well, they start off small. They grow into medium, large, and gargantuan versions of themselves, becoming stronger and tankier every time they evolve. Now, as you've probably guessed, in the beginning they start off super weak, but so does our main character, Greg. Yes, Greg. He is not a god as you assumed. No, he's just a mortal man. Through perseverance and our factory, he will gain armor and become an indestructible unit of a man. Some might even say, invincible? Well, maybe not invincible. I'm recording this, right? I don't care. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Yeah, I don't think that's the right term. Fuel. The one thing all humans love unconditionally. And if you didn't know, Greg, our beautiful engineer, is a human as well, and he also unconditionally loves fuel. He loves many kinds of fuel, from oil to coal to wood, you name it. He loves any kind he can get his grubby mitts on. As you progress through the game, you get better and better fuel sources. For example, you start out with coal, the most basic of them. Technically, the most basic is wood, but as you progress through the game, you get oil and eventually nuclear power. Now, nuclear power plants use nuclear fission, which is when you take an atom and you cut it in half. What happened? I forgot nuclear fission is extremely unstable. I gotta get out of here before it gets any worse. I gotta go. Oh man, now where am I? Why is it so dark? I see a light. I gotta get over there. I can tell you one thing for sure. I am never tampering with nuclear energy ever again. Why is it getting bigger? Yep, that's right. That entire bit was to tell you guys about fossil fuels. In Factorio, fossil fuels aren't really in the game, but we do have solidified oil, which is kind of like it. I don't know. It's kind of like it. Just go with it. Okay? It's kind of like it. I thought this would be cool. Pretty much there's fossil fuels in the game. War. War can be defined as the conquering of others, and in Factorio, it's no different. With you conquering the bugs of the world, aka biters, those guys, you ruthlessly conquer them so that they'll give up their land and bow to you. Now, don't expect them to not fight back. That's definitely going to happen, which is why you should invest in a military. You get my point. Anyway, you definitely should invest in weapons at the beginning of the game, just so you don't die as much and you don't have to go and collect your stuff. Trains. Some people love them, some people hate them. In Factorio, you're definitely gonna love them. They allow you to transport goods extremely far distances and are a good means of transportation. In Factorio, train networks are pretty hard to comprehend, even for me, and I'm a big brain genius. So, you can definitely see how it would be hard to understand how they work. Hold up, let me look it up. How do trains work, Factorio?
Almighty push!
My knowledge on trains has expanded. So trains go on rails, everybody knows that, and they have train stops, but they also have train signals, which is where a lot of people get confused. So pretty much how they work is train signals create little chunks in the rail system, little blocks, I guess you could call them, and only one train can be in the block at a time so that they don't crash into each other, which is pretty much how you can get networks of trains moving with each other on the same rail system. If you don't set up train signals correctly, it can lead the trains on the same network to crash into each other, destroying all the resources on the train. So you definitely want to watch out for that, and yeah, don't let your trains crash into each other. And that's really all I gotta say. I mean, like, how simple... I mean, just, like, don't crash into each other? So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you guys want to see more like this or more Factorio, comment down below and click the subscribe button. And don't forget to like. And yeah, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the year, and I think we can do it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!